whenever I cook, I go into the food module, I select the recipe that I want. Let's say I want this Mexican stuffed zucchini. If I click on that, and I've got only 2 people that I want to cook for, so I'll change the quantity and I click display. What this does, you'll see this notice here, it says that all quantities have been decreased 2 times and the cooking times and dish sizes may have also decreased. So the recipe adjusts itself according to the number of servings that I've selected. So I go and get my ingredients. As I get them, I take them off if I need to, which is not necessary, but maybe a convenience. And then I follow the directions on this side. Now with the directions we have a timer as well. So in here it says bake for 15 minutes, so you can click on that and a 15-minute timer begins. And you can have multiple timers set within the same frame. So this one's 5 minutes, this one's 10 minutes, and they will start ringing as the time expires. So if you don't want those things, you just obviously dismiss them. Okay, so that's displaying the single recipe. The other thing that food module does, or allows us to do, is that if you're not necessarily cooking at this stage but are planning to, you can send the ingredients of this recipe to your shopping list to make sure that you've got everything that you need beforehand. So by clicking this basket icon here, we get this pop-up dish to shopping list where we have the opportunity to untick the items that we may already have at home. We don't need to buy them. For example, we'll not need Mexican seasoning as I've got it. Kidney beans I've also got in cans. Tomatoes diced in cans I have. Tasty cheddar cheese, tomatoes, coriander leaves. Alright, so I can send them all to shopping list. And let's check the shopping list, shall we? Here we go. Here's the beef mince, coriander leaves, shredded tasty cheddar, etc. And you can see these little asterisks that tell us that this has come from the food module. Because if we've changed our minds and we don't want to cook that anymore for whatever reason, we can just delete these items and still leave all the other items that we've previously wanted to buy on the list. Anyway, get back to food module. Now the food module has extensive planning capabilities. You can plan for a day, you can plan for a week, you can plan for longer than that if you like. So here, clicking this button, we show 3 predefined weekly plans here, and we can add new plans if we want to. But let's have a look at one of these plans. If we click on that, it just shows us here. On Tuesday, day 2, you'd have porridge in the morning, then for lunch there is crunchy broccoli salad and our Mexican style zucchinis, etc. So this is how you make a plan, and if you don't like something you can just pick this up and delete it off the plan and add something else instead. Actually maybe not like that, but day 2, dinner. And number of servings only 2. So chicken mint and beef frittata instead of whatever we had there before. So these are the template plans which we can then come back here. We'll apply that template plan to second week, for example. Okay. And you can see here it shows you that the plan was applied to that week. When you're in the food module and you go into the calendar, if you have a look at what you're going to have on Tuesday in the second week, it shows the plan here. And there are several things you can do here. You can, as you start cooking lunch for that day, for example, you say display, and it shows you both of those recipes in a row, so you can start cooking them. Or you can amend that day's plan from here, like clicking on that dish, you can delete it out of here. Anyway, So there are extensive capabilities for planning meals, and that was one of the biggest focuses of Dwel, is that allowing people to create these meal plans in order to cater for different tastes, different tolerances. We have a great deal of categorization. Let's edit a recipe, and you can see that here you can select the various allergies or intolerances. Let's say this recipe contains dairy, citrus, and peanuts, and when we save that, in here we can see straight away it contains these allergens. But there are lots and lots of different capabilities within this module. It is a complex one, as I said before. I'm just trying to give you a very, very quick overview.